Hello everyone. I figured I'd make this video because the Parrot wiki is a little short on instructions on how to make an encrypted persistent live USB, and I'm fixing to make one because I screwed up my panel somehow, and I hadn't set it up very much yet, so I'm just going to do it again. And I just want to make a video just to show people how it's done, and I cheat a little bit. I use the instructions from Kali Linux, which work fine. And I'm going to open the terminal and do a list block to show my partitions. Then I'm going to insert my USB, which I already know it's going to be SDB, but just for safety, I guess. List block again, and there it's appeared. Oh, it's actually SDC. Who would have thought? Wonder why that is. Okay, well, it's SDC. SDC it is. So now I'm going to change directory into where I have my ISO. And I'm going to be using the 32-bit because I have two laptops and I want it to run on either of them. And now I'm going to make DD onto the USB drive. So I'm going to do sudo DD. I'll do block size equals 1 megabyte. Input file equals the ISO I just copied. Output file is going to be dev SDC, and I always do status equals progress, which will give me the output of what's going on. And it's a USB 3.0, and it looks pretty fast there, but I think it's a little slow for 3.0 because it's not going to stay that way. It's going to drop down to like 10 megabytes per second. Anyway, this part's going to take about 5 minutes, so I'm going to pause the video and we'll continue when it's done. Okay, it looks like it's almost done here. It's quick counting bytes, so it's finalizing or whatever it's doing now. Here's where I go to the cheating a little bit. Let's do this from Firefox. That way it'll won't remember my searches. And where is Fire? Oh yeah. A little slow opening Firefox there. I'll probably open a bunch of them.
Hello YouTubers, in this video I'll be showing you on how to convert multiple video files all in.
Alright. Let's do Kali. I always say Kali, I don't know why, but to me it's Kali Linux. And we'll do persistent Kali persistent USB. Kali live, and we'll go there, and I'm going to go down to where it starts with Lux encryption. Yeah, I won't need that part. We're gonna start right here where it starts the crypt setup. So I'm gonna go back to my terminal, and it's done. First thing I'm gonna do is Now the instructions that I saw said you can use gparted, but my gparted shows the entire disk as being ISO 8669, whatever it is. Shows the, and it won't let me shrink it. It won't let me do anything with it except delete it. So I'm going to use regular parted in a terminal. Alright, and we are going to select device SDC. I'm sure I'm going to mess up somewhere in this video and put SDB because that's what I'm used to. Alright, using, and then we're going to print to show the partitions. And this is the system, and I don't remember what's on this second little one, but I know we need it. So anyway, I'm going to make a partition, MK part. I want it primary. And the instructions I've seen before, they started their partition right here on the same block that this ends, but when I do that, it tells me there's some kind of alignment's not optimal or something like that. So I always start it on the next block. So I'm going to do start on 3941, and then I'm going to end it on, if we look up here, disk SDC is 30.8 gigabytes. So I'm going to put 30.8 gigabytes, and that's going to make the whole rest of the disk, the USB disk, into an X4. Well, it's going to make it into, I believe, an unallocated partition first of all, and then we'll print again to just make sure everything's straight. And I've got 26.8 gigs of partition. I'm going to do quit, and I'm going to sudo su just so I can quit typing sudo. Alright, now we're going to use what is it, make file system dot ext. You know what, I think all that's done. Yeah, that's all done here, so we're just going to start here. Copy, and this goes fairly quick. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to change every one of these to SDB. I mean to SDC. Alright. That looks right. Okay, you know what? I should have formatted this whole thing first, but we'll just go ahead and, what is it? Oh. Try that again. I put the wrong passphrase the first time, so. Okay. Then you put your passphrase for your encryption. All right. Then I just work my way down the list. Now it's encrypted, so we're going to open it. Oh. Sorry about this. Okay, now we've got it open. Alright, copy, paste, and then I need to fix everything. Now this is to make it ext3 file system. I want ext4. I mean, why use ext3? And maybe there's some benefit, but I don't know of any benefit to using ext3 over ext4. In fact, I believe there's benefits to using ext4 over ext3, but I'm no expert. Okay, then we'll label it persistence. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward when you use this these Kali instructions. And that ought to do it. And there I go. I've just made a persistent live encrypted Parrot USB. And if you want to double check, we can well. Oh yeah, you got to call it. Well, anyway, just run it and see if it boots, is how to do it. But we're just going to use the file manager and check it out. I'm surprised it's not labeled persistence. I don't know why it's not. Anyway. And there we go. There's our persistence config file. And it should be huge. Or nothing. Maybe it expands. I'm no expert, but anyway, that's how I make a live persistence USB with encryption. And like I said, I'm a cheater. Well, you guys have a good one, and I hope this helps somebody to make an encrypted USB. Have a good one.